So we have a broad portfolio at Bosch Sensotech. Of course, we only highlight the latest and greatest products we have launched the last months, and there are a few of them. For example, our BME 280. It's a combo sensor, pressure, temperature and humidity. I think it's a great device as a weather station, going hopefully into smartphones, but not only smartphones, also in the Internet of Things and Services. In addition, that's the second trend, we have also very intelligent sensors. For example, our BN 0055, you can see them here on the board. It's a 9 degrees of freedom device with a microcontroller and with embedded software also coming from Bosch Sensotech. So that provides a very intelligent sensor solution which gives out as a signal orientation vector instead of raw data signal. Means very easy application, especially for customers in the Internet of Things and Services and also smartphones. In addition, smallest accelerometer worldwide, BMA 355. Size is 1.2 times 1.5 square millimeter. It's really very difficult to see this small device as you see it here on the board. And the last one, and that's very important to mention, the IMU BMI 160. Combo sensor axle plus gyroscope with lowest power consumption so far on the market available. It's below 1 milliampere, 950 microamperes in full operation. I think that's a great device for always-on functionalities of IMUs in the market. So I think for us it's very important to have the technology in-house. And that's important to make really these very advanced products with respect to performance, with respect to reliability, but also drive new trends. For example, the integration or miniaturization. Example, the BMA 355, only in developing new technologies you can go down the next step, and that's important. That's one thing. I think for us it's also a big advantage to have a cooperation in technology development between automotive and consumer electronics. That's mainly on the silicon part of the MEMS, so that gives us a big leverage on different markets for our technology efforts which we have to put in place. Yes, of course, smartphone will stay the biggest one, and that will be the case the next years. But we see that a new market called Internet of Things and Services will come up next years. It starts with wearables right now, but people talk also about smart industry, Industry 4.0 in Germany, smart transport, smart logistics, smart home, and all these applications need a lot of sensors in future. So our vision is that every electronic devices, and Bosch has a lot of them, household appliances, power tools, heating appliances, etc., are connected to the internet in future. And most of these devices will also need a sensor, and that should drive also the growth of Bosch Sensotech. So one example is the BME 280, where you say you can measure temperature and humidity. That's something you need in every building in future. You also need it on wearables, so for giving advice to people. So this smart applications for elderly people, for sporting recommendation, etc. But BME 280 is one example where I would like to say that's a good product for the Internet of Things and Services. What we see is a trend to make the sensors more intelligent. Some of them will have a microcontroller, they will have software, they will have embedded software, and they may have some memory which allows the customers in future to also program the sensor and make them easier applicable.
Okay, we are looking at the BNO 055, which is over here on this little shuttle board. It's connected to a little microcontroller development board. And right now we can see that this particular board sends data about orientation to the graphical user interface to give us a complete orientation in 3D space. So basically it animates the shark right now with the help of Cottonian data. Unlike traditional sensors where raw data has to be processed, this particular sensor can actually give you the Cottonian data right from it, so we don't have to use complicated software, and it makes designing such beautiful software much easier. Here we're looking at a Bosch Sensotech robot, which is used in... can you do it again?
Yeah, just start over.
Okay.
No, fine. One's off. That's it, we're gone.
Okay. Hello. Here we are. I can. Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay. Hello. Here I'm demonstrating the Bosch Sensotech robot. This is a controller made of completely open source devices which are available on the market. This is using the Arduino Uno board along with a battery and a Bluetooth module and a capacitive touchscreen with a little GUI. And there you have the robot down there. The robot also uses all open source readily available devices, and this is to tickle the minds of the makers out there to make indoor robots which have simultaneous localization. So right now I'll just demonstrate a little thing about how the robot goes. And now I tell it to come back to its original location. And there you go. So we have very good indoor navigation with the help of the B&O right now. Thank you.